The three members of this vocal trio were responsible for providing backing vocals for Barry White's million-selling records and performances that were completely sold out. Additionally, they had their very own gold single with them. The centerpiece of today's video is all about Love Unlimited. Before we start, let's be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and push the notification bell to be sure you won't miss on any more uploads. Now without further ado, let's cue that intro. The story begins in 1969 with the trio consisting of sisters Glodian and Linda James and Diane Taylor. Glodian's future husband, Barry White, was introduced to her by a mutual acquaintances when she purchased Viola Will's record, Lost Without the Love of My Guy, which White co-wrote and arranged while working as an AR director and producer for Bob Keene's Bronco Records. She was already a fan of White. White, who had never performed professionally, began working with the group. They spent nearly a year practicing. White drew inspiration for the lyrics of Walking in the Rain with the One I Love. From his discussions with Glodian, White gave the group the name Love Unlimited. Larry Nunes, a friend of White's, brought the album to Russ Reagan, the head of MCA's Uni Records. Walking in the Rain with the One I Love, peaking at number 6 R&B and number 14 pop on Billboard's charts. Love Unlimited, From a Girl's Point of View, We Give You album became a million seller. Reagan left university shortly after to work for 20th Century Records. White's relationship with Uni worsened without Reagan. White thought he needed to collaborate with another artist because his relationship with Uni was in disarray and Love Unlimited was under contract with the label. At the time, White wanted a male artist to collaborate with. White recorded himself singing and playing the piano in a 3-song demo. After hearing them, Nunes demanded that he redo them and make them available to the public as a recording artist. They quarreled over it for days. White then signed with 20th Century Records, where Reagan was president after Nunes somehow persuaded him to do so. White's music career is replete with gold and platinum records due to this choice. At 20th Century, White joined Love Unlimited after they received a contractual release from Uni. Oh Love, Well We Finally Made It, which was a top 40 R&B success. It may be winter outside, but in my heart is spring.
Knows just how to keep me warm. It may be
And Under the Influence of Love were their debut singles for the label. These were taken from the label's LP Under the Influence, which was released in the summer of 1973. The latter two tracks were originally recorded by White with singer Felice Taylor. Glodian James recommended that White utilize a piano opening from Lost Without the Love of My Guy on a new song as they were writing songs for the upcoming Love Unlimited album. Initially opposed to the concept, White eventually gave in and utilized the piano chord progression again in I Belong to You, arranged by Gene Page. The grand ballad peaked at number 1 in R&B at the end of 1974. It was featured on the Autumn 1974 album, and Heat, the same studio group who played on White singles, including guitarists Ray Parker Jr., Wow Watson, Leroy Tenor, David T. Walker, Dean Parks, and Don Peake, bassist Nathan East, and Wilton Felder of the Crusaders, drummer Ed Green, and percussionist Gary Coleman were featured on Love Unlimited's most thrilling album, and Heat included the follow-up singles Share a Little Love in Your Heart, which peaked at number 21 on the R&B charts in the spring of 1975,
don't want to stop.
and standout tracks Move Me No Mountain,
You're the bread, you're the wine. Fill my life with your love, and
I Needed Love You Were There,
and laughter. No more tears.
a long version of I Belong to You, and Love's Theme.
The melody that keeps him close to me, love's theme.
After White left 20th Century, Love Unlimited recorded for White CBS distributed label Unlimited Gold, charting most notably with the Steppers' favorite, High Step and Hip Dressin' Fella.
I could find a way to tell him I'm what he really.
This song reached number 45 on the R&B charts. These songs came from the album Love Is Back. The now married couple of Goldie and Barry White charted with Didn't We Make It Happen, Baby?
To fall in love. It isn't always easy. Things don't always.
And I Want You. In 1981, the couple decided to record an album named Barry and Glodine. White decided to take a vacation following releasing 8 albums, plus working on Love Unlimited albums, along with continuous touring and enduring the demands of the music business. After each member pursued a career of their own, the three broke up in 1981. Glodine White's backing vocals may be heard on Barry White's 1999 album Stay in Power. Sadly, on November 29, 1985, after a battle with cancer, Diane Taylor sadly passed away at the age of 38. Now, before we go, I have a question for you all. What is your favorite song from Love Unlimited?